Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Winner Circle Sports Betting Podcast. Sean Higgs coming at you here Thursday, the 16th of January. Doug Upstone, Chirimbes joining me as always here. A little NBA today free pick video. Before we get to our free pick winners, hit the like, subscribe, notification bell on so you know each and every day when we roll out our free picks. Whether I'm with these two fine gentlemen or Brian Biller, Matt Fargo, Mark Lawrence, Victor King, or Chip is with Jim Feist or Pritchard or Bovey, wherever. Plenty of free picks for you. A lot of free pick content at the Winner Circle YouTube channel. So put on. We're over 14,000 subscribers. It took us a few months extra to get there, but we are there. Now we're going to set our goal on 15,000. So make sure you hit the like and subscribe. These are our free picks. On Monday, me and Doug went 1-1 with our selections here. 18 and 17 for our NBA picks. Again, free NBA picks. We're doing our best on the freebie. But if you want our top of the line stuff we're putting our money where our mouth is, head to Gamblers World. Well, and my microphone almost got beat up by my hands. I'm Italian. You know the hands are going to go, folks.
Higgs.
Head to the gamblersworld.net for our premium action, our sponsor there. 3 and 7 day 30 packages are guaranteed. $69.99 day passes. You can't go wrong. We don't show you a profit over a week period, we credit you back. But if you head on over there, Top Experts, we got a leaderboard right there on the homepage. You see how everybody's doing. NBA, Chip Chirimbes still number one in the NBA. Good. Nobody's close. The guy, almost 11,000 in winnings. Are you kidding me? And that's on top of Doug being on an 8-2 run. You can't even crack it. That's how many guys are winning on the page. So, again, we do a pretty good job, all sports. We got you covered. There's a leaderboard. You see how we do. Gamblersworld.net support. Me, Doug, Chip, the rest of us on the channel. Like button's great, but go purchase something on the Gamblers World page. Chip Chirimbes, it's been a minute since I saw you, my friend. It's been a week. How you been?
It's good to be back.
How's the weekend? What do you got going on? I mean, we got it out last week, but
split out in the NFL. 0-3 on Sunday, but won 2-0 Saturday and won the Monday night game. And basketball has been very consistent. Really happy. 2-0-1 last night, and the beat goes on there. I had a really bad Saturday in basketball. I lost in the pros and I lost in college, and I won the NFL was the only thing. But nobody wins every day. We discuss this all the time. This is, what do you say? It's a hard way to make an easy living, and this is what we're doing every day. We're grinding it out.
I love the yogis. Hard way to make an easy living.
Yeah,
it's the truth. Doug,
it's more of a poker motto.
Doug, how's the week treating you?
So the week's been okay. Nothing spectacular, but I mean, longer term though, like I said, I'm happy with the way things are going. NBA, I'm just trying to, get my rope. I'm trying to get Chip here, lasso him, pull him back towards me and stuff like that. But no, not yet. Okay, 8-2 though run in the NBA, so good stuff there. College basketball, what is it? Almost 3 weeks. 31 and I think it's 18 on college basketball. So on a nice run there. And we talked about hockey. I don't know, just the beat goes on. 56 and 27 since October 16th.
Wow.
So it has been a tremendous run. And as a matter of fact, right now I got a 2-pack ready to go here on Thursday in the NHL. And I'll have my college basketball plays literally 5 minutes after the show is over, up and ready to go.
There you go. Gamblersworld.net for these gentlemen's premium plays. Go get it. And $69.99 for day pass. But probably not good on like a Wednesday. But that's more of like the weekend you want to do that with. You're going to get 2 NFL games, most likely from everybody. NBA, hockey, college hoops. Those are the days to get the good day passes. But
Sean, again, let everybody know how you're doing, man.
Go for a week.
Well, yeah, I'm doing all right. College hoops last night, a losing night, rare one. It could have been a lot worse though, because I had a bunch of games that landed close to the numbers. So Lehigh 3.5, it ended 5. So I was a loser. South Alabama was 11 and landed on 13. So I ended up with a lucky win there. I got a half-point loser on Loyola. It was 4.5. I get West Virginia at 17. Lost by 16, so I caught that. It could have been a total 0-5 destruction, but it was a kind of not bad 2-3-ish kind of night. I'll live with that. I'm having a good run overall. Listen, number one last 7 days. I'm doing all right there. College hoops, I think number 2 in the money. It's It's a nice run. We were just talking about off air about guys coming in saying, "Oh, good, congratulations, guys, you won," and then all of a sudden you put the Okabasha. I don't like to talk about him. Even when Ross is there, he's like, "You got to." I'm like, "I'm not. No, I don't say anything. It's there. All right, I'm having a good run. I don't want to brag. I feel like the gambling gods come down on you when you start getting a little too cocky out of it.
No. Hey, if you're not promoting yourself, who's going to do it for you? Nobody.
I know. Yeah, but that's why I say if you just go to the page, you'll see it. You can see it yourself. It's right there.
You got to tell them to go to the page. You got to.
You always tell them in between every segment. I say go to Gamblers and get our premium stuff because the free plays. Hey, 18 and 17 in the NBA, guys. We got to get our act together here. And I should have. I said that. Why did I even say that? Because I don't even know who the hell's playing in these games some of the time. Right? We talk about it all the time here. We're doing the game in the afternoon. The NBA last night, the Sixers coach at 6:30 was like, "Yeah, I'm hopeful. Hopefully they play." You don't know. You're the coach at a half hour before tip-off. You don't know if the guy's playing. And I said before the Chip, and I'll lead into his play game here today, to be that good in the NBA where the coach doesn't know if his guys are even going to be playing before game time an hour.
Well, Sean, you got to remember the players have very little to do with the final score.
Yeah, it's the refs. Thank you, refs. Thank you, Tim Donahue. All right, speaking of games here, we got some NBA here for you. Houston Rockets, Sacramento Kings. Kind of a little resurgent Kings here team. Houston looked pretty good. They played last night. The line is now a +4 in this game here. Total 224.5. I wrote these down last night. It was a 227.5 and a 3, 4, and now a 224. So we see some money come in here off of a back-to-back spot. Chip Chirimbes, Mr. NBA, what do you got for us today?
When you look at this game, I sort of say, are they sort of right with this favorite? I mean, they're 20-20 on the year. They're starting to play a little better with Doug Christie coaching. They just lost their last time out. Otherwise, they had won 7 in a row. He's 7-2 altogether. Houston last night was the best bet for us, a megabuck winner. We're now 17-6 on the year in the NBA. Houston's done really well on the road. They're 13-5 straight up, and the Kings are only 10-12 while at home. These two met in December in Sacramento, and the Kings won that one 120-111. Houston's coming off 5 straight W's coming in this game. It's a really tough call with me seeing the Sacramento team as favored. I just think they're trying to suck me into taking Houston in this game, and I wouldn't take them. And the total of 226. I know it's hard to go 20. Houston's had such a great year. They're 27-12 straight up, and to think about playing against them sort of like makes my stomach churn. But I think that's the way I'd go.
All right, he's leaning Kings here, right? Official for the show. Gonna say Kings in 4.
Yeah,
Kings in 4. Doug, what do you think about this? Are you agreeing with this one? You look at this line.
First of all, I want to take the with Chip. Chip, did you know Jokic wasn't going to play last night, or what?
Okay. No, I don't. I didn't have that inside information.
Okay, yeah, because like Kelso Sturgeon in the old days, right? Okay, inside information, right inside the locker room.
Yeah.
Anyways,
that doesn't happen, by the way.
Well, yeah, I kind of picked up on that. I was on the other side of that game, by the way, and because I had Denver, but then I got the for those of you that are Saturday Night Live fans from years ago, I got the Debbie Downer news. Okay, no Joker playing in that game. That line went to 5.5, and my chances of winning went. See you later. Anyways, in this one, Houston, second best record in the Western Conference. They're playing great. Got a great mixture of young players and veteran players who know how to win games. So now last night didn't have to extend a lot of effort, but they're still playing the third time in 4 days, 3 different places. So that's still not easy. As Chip mentioned, Kings got blitzed in their last game, played no defense against Milwaukee, but that was the end of a road trip. But here's the thing about the Kings. They're 20-20, but they're only 3 games out of the number 5 slot in the Western Conference, okay, right now. So they're right in the thick of things. Supposedly Malik Monk is coming back tonight for them, so that's that's added offense, and I think that's in part why they're an increased favorite there. But teams like Houston, been on the road, won their last game by 10 or more points, and they're facing an opponent that lost their last game by 10 or more points. Teams like the Rockets are just 9-34 against the number, okay, in that exact situation, and that includes 1-4 this year. I'm with Chip on this one. I'm giving the points with the Kings.
Doug Upstone agreeing with the official pick here on the Kings. I'm going to have to hold court on this because I got this in the 3-pack tonight. So you have to go get it. There you go. You want me to sell? Go get my 3-pack of NBA, which I'm a robust 9-7 with my NBA picks this year. Still plus money. Can't beat it. Right. For Chip Chirimbes, official play, Kings -4.5. If you want Mr. Number One NBA's premium stuff, gamblersworld.net, make the smart money move. Now, another pretty good matchup. This one probably a little better because of the teams involved and their records here. You got two good ones here. Cleveland Cavaliers at the Oklahoma City Thunder. This line has now moved to a +3, a total of 233. They just played, what was that, like last week the Thunder lost there at Cleveland. Yeah. Is it payback time? Doug, payback or no?
I will tell you this to start with. These teams did play on January the 6th, as a matter of fact, and Cleveland pulled away in that one, 129-122 in the fourth quarter. My initial thought was to take Oklahoma City, revenge spot, makes sense. Everything there. They're a very good home team. However, when I got the news yesterday that Isaiah Hartenstein is not going to play tonight, he's out for at least a week on that one. And I think that makes them more vulnerable inside to the size and the rebounding power that Cleveland has with Allen and Mobley. I think both those guys can get the ball in the low blocks, score some points, and they're very good at controlling the paint defensively. To me, it's just a case of bad timing here for the Thunder. They are 16-2 straight up at home, but the Cavaliers 14-3 straight up on the road. I think they're going to win the series. The number is up to 3 on this one. I like the Cleveland Cavaliers can get the job done and beat the number.
Doug Upstone, official pick today, Cleveland Cavaliers +3 from the Thunder. Chip, do you agree or are you going somewhere else?
Well, it's a great game. I agree with that for sure. What bothers me here is Cleveland was a 3-point favorite at home. And Hartenstein being out got to hurt the Thunder somewhat, even though 33-7, they've been great. And they've had injuries all year, people being in and out. They're only 1.5 at home. And I've been over this game. Cleveland's number 1 in scoring, 121 points, a little over that a game. And number 1 in defense is Oklahoma City. They're allowing 102.3. I think this game goes over the total. I think without Hartenstein in there defensively, there's going to be a little bit more, I was going to say they're a little bit more inside presence, but these guys shoot from 50 feet out all the time. So it's more of a 3-point horse game than anything else. And the one loss in the last 4 weeks the Thunder have incurred happened to Cleveland. That was the only game they've lost in the last 4 weeks. I'll play the game over.
Over for Chip Chirimbes, 233. Again, official play here is Doug Upstone, Cavaliers +3. I'm going to go Thunder. I think this is a finals preview. Possible. I mean, you got Boston over there, but I think Oklahoma City is the best team, barring some major trade kind of stuff going on here. I think this is here to get over the top here. And you want to – I know it's 3. You got a guy down, but they've played with injuries the last 2 years. This is really a next man up kind of an NBA team that they know their roles. They're deep. I'm going to lean Thunder here for me. But, again, official play is – the Cavaliers +3. We also have the Kings -4.5. These are free picks again, folks, here. Gamblersworld.net. Doug Upstone's got some hockey today. He's number 1 in the hockey, number 2 in the hockey overall.
I haven't even looked, to tell you the truth, in some time. It's been in that case it hasn't been going well, so I haven't been ultra that concerned about it, to be perfectly honest.
56-31, crushing the ice, and he has a top ice play up today too. So go to Gamblersworld.net, get that top hockey play from Doug on top of his free pick that we give you here. Now, my NBA selection here. The Pacers and the Pistons. This would have been great, probably like 1991, Rick Smith versus Bill Laimbeer or some kind of good stuff here. So we got some newer guys. They're trying to get these teams back to par. because right now we got what? Basically a game or two over 500. Pistons now a 3-point favorite in this game here I'm seeing here. Total of 229. Ho-humish. But you got to say for the Pistons, a great season because now they're just 4 wins away from their win total, and we're in mid-January. You have basically 3 full months of basketball left. That is the improvement we've seen out of Detroit here. I do like Detroit here, right? I mean, Pacers, I forgot that kid's name. Halliburton?
Halliburton.
Yep, he's out.
He's banged up as always. You know, I mean, I don't understand, but he's always hurt. Cade Cunningham looks like he's taking that step into what made him a top pick here, right? I mean, all I see all the time is like, all over Cunningham, take it, points and assists, lighten it up. I'm going to go with the over in this one because the Pacers defense, even last year, I remember when I was doing some NBA playoff stuff, little suspect, to say the least. They give up some points here. Pistons playing well above their heads, I should say. Do I like him at home at a 3? Okay, you want to go that route. I'm going to go over to 220.5. I think this is going to get into probably into the high 30s or 40s, to be honest with you. Why do I think this is going to be like a 131, 122 type game? That's where I think it's going to be. Chip Chirimbes.
Yeah.
On this fine day of January 16th, we could add, it's been a while since you had This Day in Sports. Bob Uecker, I saw that.
Yeah, he passed. Yeah, that was sad. He was a funny guy. I mean, his plate appearances were just as funny. He was terrible.
You got to love him in Major League. Just a classic. But what do you think? You agree? You like my Pacers overtake here?
There's one thing I disagree with you. I don't think this is such a ho-hum game. If Halliburton plays and Cunningham, I think it's a great matchup with young guys. I mean, these guys are electric out there. And I wouldn't mind going to see these two play, even though they're at 500, 22-19, 21-19. It's still, there's some talent out there on these two teams. I'm sure of that. They've both gone over for the most part because they're offensive-minded, 22-17 for the Pacers and 22-18 for the Lions, or shall I say the Pistons. And, Indiana just had a 6-game win streak stopped by Cleveland. Well, whose win streak didn't Cleveland stop? I mean, but Detroit has won 7 of the last 8 meetings. The midpoint in this year, like you said, they've already surpassed the number of wins they had last year, the Pistons, and on their way to covering for the total for the year. It's been a great year for them, and I think they're rejuvenated. They're a young team that's really looking forward to coming out and playing every day because they haven't won in so long. And when you get out of those doldrums, all of a sudden the feeling's got to be euphoric. I think this game goes over the total. I hope Halliburton's in there because I just love his game. So I play the Pistons and Pacers over.
Over the total as well. Again, that's the official pick so far. And again, the whole home part was, Halliburton's out. I know they got Siakam, but there's still a couple teams over 500. We're just talking about the Cavs and the Thunder too. So this is a little bit of a, step down here from those two teams.
No question about that. But I wouldn't mind seeing these two play is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, young guy. I mean, Doug. As soon as you said that, Doug was all for it. So Doug, what are your thoughts? I mean, they're a big Cunningham guy or what?
Oh yeah, well, I like a couple different things. If you look at the standings, I mean, it's crazy. Indiana's number 6 in the East, and Detroit is number 7. That's like a what? Detroit number 7?
Yeah.
And so did a little extra research here. The last time the Pistons had a winning record on the season, 2015-2016. Okay. And if you want to go further back, if by chance they have a winning record this season, that would be their second winning season since 2008, 2009. So it's been a little dry in Detroit lately when it comes to basketball here. But, I think this team, I like what they're doing. The other thing that's Halliburton, I actually don't think he will play tonight because he has a groin injury. Most groin injuries that I'm aware of are more than one game. Okay, so he missed his last one. The other thing that comes into play here is that, and Mathurin. Okay, I think I got that right. He's the other guard or another player that starts. He got suspended, so he's out tonight. Okay, so that's 2 starters out for Indiana. Now they've played this year without 2 starters, but when they did, they primarily lost. So I'm looking at this one to go with the Motor City theme here. I think the Pistons are hitting on all cylinders, and I think they're going to get the job done tonight.
There you go. Pistons. I think we kind of all agree on the Pistons too as well there. But officially over the total 220.5 here for me. Doug Upstone, Cavaliers plus the 3. Chip Chirimbes, Kings minus 4.5. I got to say, you mentioned their last winning record. I had to pull up their roster from that year. You know who their leading scorer was?
Go ahead.
Reggie Jackson.
Reggie?
And not our Reggie Jackson.
Oh, he hit the long ball,
Reggie
too.
Jackson, 18.8. Defensive Player of the Year, Andre Drummond, 15 boards, 16 points. Tobias Harris, Marcus Morris. How about Caldwell Pope putting in 14 points a game? I mean, look at this lineup. Steve Blake on the bench. Who are these guys?
Well, I remember all those guys, but
how about Spencer Dinwiddie was on this team?
Yeah, back in those days, sure, why not?
Crazy. If you're going to bring up a old, what would you say, 2005 before that?
2005, 2006, or 2008 and 9, sorry.
2008. It's like, I want to see, you go back that far, you're like, man, how long has it been?
Oh, I know.
Way before my time.
I knew they hadn't won then, so I went a little further, and then I found that, and it's like, wow, they have really been in the doldrums.
Flip Saunders, 2007, 2008 Pistons, 59-23, first place, and the next year they had 39 wins.
Yes.
So what a drop off.
Yep.
Man, this is like a who. So you still had Rip Hamilton, Tayshaun Prince, Chauncey Billups, Rasheed Wallace, McDyess. Look at this. Rodney Stuckey. This is like a who's who of guys I remember who they played college for. Theo Ratliff out of Wyoming. I mean, this is great.
I think the downfall was anytime you had Andrew McDyess on your team, you probably weren't going to have a real good year. I mean that's a what could have been guy. I mean, all the talent in the world, but
got hurt, and then he was never the same. The same. I mean, a couple decent years with the Pistons afterward, but nothing like he had beforehand. So, I mean, it's terrible. I mean, injuries. Oh, when's the injury show? We can talk about the what if guys. All right. Enough about that. We go down memory lane. We go into a total wormhole. But official picks say, listen, we are 18-17 with our NBA show picks. We're going to do better. I think today we go 3-0. I think all of our picks are very well. Chip Chirimbes likes the Kings minus 4.5. Doug Upstone likes the Cavaliers plus 3. I like the over Pistons Pacers 220.5. Hit the like button. Leave your comment. Who do you like? But please do it beforehand. This video will be up 6 hours before the game starts. You have to put it up before. You can't come in and say, I knew this. No, you didn't, because you didn't put it in until the game. The game started at 7, we noticed. So when it says you put a comment in an hour and a half ago or 2 hours ago, we know you put it in after game started. Don't do that. Don't be that guy. Listen, tomorrow's Friday, which means Football Friday. Mark Lawrence, Victor King, myself will be talking some NFL divisional action. I don't know. Might be a couple of good games to talk about. We'll see. Hopefully you were there. Again, you saw it. Hit the like button. Notification bells on so you know when we're live. Gentlemen, Doug, go get Doug's NHL for tonight. Chip I'm guessing we'll have NBA tonight. I got both covered. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, fellas. I'll see you next week. Good luck to you.